Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Topic 5 is on career communication and interviewing successfully. For this lot, I'm going to share with you on the career communication part. Later on, we'll share with you on the interviewing successfully. So before we go to the slides onwards, I would like to define the meaning of career. What is career and what is job? So job is actually your first or your early encounters to employment, in which you first establish which job that's suitable your passion, so that at the end of the day, after accumulation of jobs, after you having, perhaps some of you will be having more than one jobs, then you will identify your career. So the difference is that job is your initial stage of employment, while career is throughout the jobs. You will find the job that actually is your passion on, you enjoy working with in that particular environment. So this is what we call a career. In order for you to identify the right jobs and later on develop your career, you need to try to match yourself with these three elements of employment search. The first element or aspect is you need to know yourself. You need to know your strength. You need to know what is your passion. You need to know your capability, your ability, your qualification, and etc. So in order for you to look for the right job for you, you need to understand yourself first. Secondly, you must know the job market. Okay, what is the industry look like? Which job suitable to be your initial encounters in order to gain experiences. And basically, in identifying this, you need to have a good networking with people around you, okay, especially those who are already in the job market. So you may ask them which job is the right for you. They may give you some advice. They even, your networking even will open opportunity for you on jobs available in the market. And the third one is knowing the process. You need to understand the flow of getting employed. Yeah. For example, you might have to use some channels in getting the job. You need to have some documentation with you. Here I refer to resume, how you are going to develop your resume, okay? And you might, through this knowing the process, you learn where actually people get informed about job available. Talking about job available, it is about methods of recruitment. Normally, there are 4 methods of recruitment. Number 1 is word of mouth. Word of mouth here referring to when particular company, corporation, or institution, employer, they don't go for advertisement. They don't want to, tell publicly that there is a vacancy in their organization. So what happens is the information about job vacancies is only spread among the employees. So this is word of mouth, and employees will share the information with their relatives, their friends, etc. Second form of method of recruitment is through advertisement in the newspapers. Okay, this is the traditional one. Third one is walk-in interview. Nowadays there are many, even government, they have organized a job fair exhibition in which people, job seekers, have the opportunity to be interviewed on the spot and get hired on the spot. Last but not least, methods of recruitment that is popular nowadays is through internet. Most of big corporation companies, they have their own website. Usually, they advertise the vacancy in their website. And some companies even use Facebook, the Facebook to inform public about job availability. To get hired, you need to get the interview first. So in order to get interview, you need to submit your resume. Once you identify that there is a vacant post, so you need to read carefully. If the job vacancy was advertised, you need to carefully what expectation they are looking for, so that the information can be used in preparing a good resume. Remember that the opportunity to get employed, the position being advertised, mostly around 2 or 3 vacant posts, but there are more than 100 candidates applying for the vacancy. So what you need to do, you have to prepare the resume that tailor the need, meet the expectation of the employers. And the reason for sending resume is only to get interview, not yet to get employed. The process of getting employed is during the interview. But sending resume is meant for getting interview. Please bear in mind that employer only take few seconds, roughly around 5 seconds, to flip through all the resume for them to identify the right candidate to be interviewed. There are 3 types of resume: chronological, functional, and combination. Graduates, when they graduated from university, they usually use chronological format of resume because they don't have vast experience to be identified as skilled workers yet. So for those professional skilled workers, those having experience, they use the functional resume. And sometimes people apply the combination of both chronological and functional. So there are 3 types of resume: chronological, functional, and combination. Please reduce, or not reduce, please limit your resume only to 1 page if possible, because if you have too many pages for resume alone, you are going to weakening your prospect of getting interview, because employer don't have much time to go through all the pages. To have a good resume, you must apply the 3-step writing process: effective written communication. Remember topic number 6 last week, in which you need to plan well, write well, and then once you are satisfied, you complete the writing and send to the employer. So there are 5 sections in a resume. First, the name block referring to your background, and then your mission of getting the job, summary statement. Education, your qualification, background. If you have any experience, working experience, you might include it in the resume. You must include in the resume, and some other additional information which you think good for you to inform the employer, potential employers. This slide elaborate further the previous slide. To send your resume to get opportunity to be interviewed, you must attach cover letter. Cover letter is similar to proposal. It must contain a persuasive factor. Okay, in cover letter, basically we have 3 paragraphs in cover letter. The first paragraph, you tell the employer where do you get the information of the advertisement or job vacancies. The second paragraph, you tell the employer why they should employ you. Here you inform briefly your experience or your skill. And the final or last paragraph of cover letter, you mention to the employer how grateful you are being invited for interview. Sometimes people use that final paragraph to ask when they are going to get the reply, but this is not a good idea. Instead, you must just say thank you because the employer read your resume. Some cover letter that attached to resume is called solicited. Others is called unsolicited. Or job employment, job opportunity that you get the info from advertisement, okay, official one, you are actually writing a solicited cover letter because that cover letter, the information you have in the cover letter is basically referring to the advertisement by the employer. While unsolicited, usually people use this when they get the info from word of mouth. Okay. So basically that's all about career communication. Good luck. I see you in the next slide. Thank you.